It's 7 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day Orlando.
So a family is shaken up after a prank sent a lot of law enforcement to their home in Daytona Beach over the weekend. Authorities say it started with a fake 911 call. Deputies, police, even the SWAT team and a canine unit showed up to their home on Cedar Street after hearing this call.
I need help. I need police and an ambulance. I got into a fight with my dad, and I grabbed his assault rifle and I shot him. I'm sorry.
Do you know if he's breathing?
As deputies were surrounding the home, a man who lives there came out to have a cigarette. He said he didn't even know what was going on. Then his 22-year-old stepson, wife, and two small kids also came outside. Turns out this was a fake 911 call. The stepson told deputies he thinks it could be someone that he plays online video games with in another state. He says he has several enemies on the game League of Legends and World of Warcraft. Well, the call that was made there was an untraceable call. So how do you protect yourself, Amy?
Wow, it's just bizarre. Joining us this morning to talk more about that, Tom Jelneck with On Target Web Solutions. Great to see you. I mean, these stories are just crazy when you hear stuff like this. Is this people just getting caught up in these fantasy worlds, basically?
Yeah.
But putting themselves in real danger and not even realizing it.
Right. So, these games are getting very, very intense. And I think what happens is, if you beat another player, there's a lot of bullying back and forth. And, they're resulting in these retaliatory strikes. But I can't imagine sitting at the dinner table and just, knock, 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 and there's a SWAT team.
Yeah, no, this is crazy. Okay, so there are some real issues here, especially if you're a parent, you have a kid who's playing these games and you're thinking, oh my gosh, could this happen to me? What can you do to protect yourself?
So a lot of the ways that they're getting, the address is they're, if your child builds a bit of a profile, right, there's an email address attached to that. So these guys calling in these hoaxes are actually digging deep and looking at your social media profiles to start building a case, essentially, and then they can find your address through public record. And it's really frightening. So what do? Well, you tell your kids and you watch your kids and you make sure that they're not having these conversations and that things aren't getting heated and that they're not revealing any information about who they are.
So if they're able to basically trace you, they're basically hackers is what they're doing, right?
Right.
So really all you can do is just tell them to just be careful and not give a lot of information. There's nothing that you can actually physically do to your computer?
No, there's not.
Okay.
And that's the frightening thing. So the other thing they're doing is they can find your IP address if you post in a forum. A lot of these games have conversations, and the IP addresses get tracked just to be safe, but they're taking that IP address, they're going to an ISP like Bright House and saying, hey, can you give me the information on this IP address? And they're falsifying themselves.
Wow.
So it is really freaky, and we're seeing a lot more of it.
Okay, so it really comes down to just good parenting more than anything. You've got to make sure that they are being super careful online.
And put that computer right in front of your line of sight so you can see what's happening.
Absolutely. All right. Tom Jelneck, On Target Web Solutions. Great. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, giving that advice. 7:14 right now.